Hey guys, it is Jess. Welcome back to my channel. So today's speed build is another apartment build. I've been really into these lately. I wanted to do a family apartment. So I ended up picking the Karaoke Legends apartment to do this with. I kind of wanted it to be like a pretty big apartment, but I didn't want it to be like, there's a few of those fancy apartments in the fashion district, I think it is. I didn't really want it to be like that big or modern. I wanted it to be a little bit, I guess, smaller, a little bit cluttered, and just like very family-like, like typical family, not, you know, like rich snobby family. So that's why I went with this particular apartment. And I just love the way that this turns out. I think it is really cute and adorable, and it's like cluttered, and yeah, I can't say anything else about it, otherwise I'm going to start sounding like I'm really up myself, but I do like the way that it turned out. As I said, I used the Karaoke Legends apartment, and I kind of reversed it. I noticed that the top floor was a lot bigger than the ground floor, and that the top floor also had the balcony, and I thought that it made a lot more sense to actually put the kitchen and all of that stuff upstairs instead of the bedrooms, because then everyone can use the balcony. And if you have like a family in an apartment, you're going to want to do things out on the balcony, and you don't want that to be like restricted just to like one of the bedrooms. So I changed it up a little bit, and I really like the way it turns out. I actually think it's a lot nicer this way. And I really like the outlook from the kitchen and the dining area, because you can look out over San Myshuno, and yeah, I don't know, I actually just think that if you're ever doing this apartment, it's a really cool way to do it. I could have fit like a bedroom upstairs as well, but I ended up putting like a little game room. So the upstairs area obviously has like a living room, kitchen, dining, and a gaming area and bathroom. And then downstairs there are 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. There is no ensuite. I just didn't really have the space for it. That's why I said that you could definitely put an extra bedroom upstairs. And if you were to download this or something, you could put the gaming room upstairs as well. Actually, in saying that, I'm not sure that this one is even available on the gallery, to be honest, just simply because it would have been really hard because there's so many rooms to it. So I don't think I put it on the gallery. And I think I accidentally deleted my build file as well. I managed to accidentally delete like my Strangerville, my build file, and my Rags to Riches file. So that's really fun and exciting for nobody but me. Yeah, but anyway, you get that, and I will be backing up my save files a little bit more regularly now because I am a bit of an idiot and seem to be able to delete things a lot. But anyway, that is not a problem for you guys. Yeah, so with this kitchen, I wanted it to be very, like, I wanted it to be obvious that a family with children, like, lived here. And the way that I configured the bedrooms, there are 3 kids, so it's a girl child, a boy child, and a toddler, I believe. I actually built this a while ago, and I'm just doing the voiceover now. But there's at least 3 kids that live in this house, and I just wanted it to look as though there are 3 young kids that live in this house. So there's definitely like clutter, a few random items in spots. There's like, you know, lunchbox clutter and just like general family kid related clutter. So I used a lot of the parenthood stuff and put, you know, like the task boards and all of those sorts of things up on the wall. And I tried to also use things that looked like kids' artwork that they'd brought home from school and the parents have just like displayed wherever. So I did a lot of that as well. I also went with like a darker color scheme, which I don't often do. I don't think I've ever really used these bench tops. So I kind of went off that and then did the color scheme based off the kitchen. And I like the way that it turned out. As I probably wouldn't use it often, like it's not my favorite. As we know, I really like to use creamy colors and blues and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I just didn't do that for this build. So there is a little bit of a jump gap here because I was just having some trouble filling this back wall here. So I kind of just did it off camera and just gave myself some time to sort of really decide what was going to work best in that space. I feel like I've been saying in that space a lot because I've been watching all of these like DIY home decorating videos, and the people on there, they're always like, so this is what I think would look good in the space, and we need to fill the space and the empty space. And it's rubbed off on me now, and I keep on using it a lot. And also, every time I do a speed build now, I legit feel like I have, you know, my own house that I'm like decorating, and I'm like this DIY queen. And it's like, take a seat, Jess, like you're just speed building, you're fine. But in saying that, I have just moved into my own house, so I have been actually doing a lot of my own decorating and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just in a very decorative mood where I want to fill that, fill that empty space. There's like some really good decor. So I'm sorry that I keep on saying it, but I probably won't stop, to be honest. Anyway, I'm just adding so much clutter to these shelves, and this is what I meant by like adding kind of kid-related clutter and things that they've possibly made or collected or all that kind of stuff. And I put a lot of the snow globes around because they are in San Myshuno, and the snow globes are like a San Myshuno thing. So I thought that, this family are collecting snow globes, which, to be fair, snow globes are pretty cool. I had this really beautiful one that I got when I was overseas I think I got it in Switzerland, and I like carried it all around with me for like 4 weeks because I found the snow globe like in the very first part of the holiday, and then had to like take it with me everywhere that I went. Like, it went on a cruise ship, it went on planes, I mean, like, it went everywhere. But that's always the way you find like your big ticket item like the first day that you're there, and you just end up buying it, and then you have to lug it around with you everywhere you go. But, you get that. Yeah, so I put, like, some nail polish and book clutter on this table as well. Someone's just done their homework here, and the girls have been painting their fingernails or something like that. I feel like it's something that I used to do a lot when I was younger, that I always wanted to be, like, with my parents. I didn't want to, like, sit in my room as much. So I'd bring out all my random stuff and kind of like do it wherever my parents were. And then as I got a little bit older, I was like, no, I'm going to sit in my room and play The Sims 24/7. So, yeah, but I just kind of was trying to think like a kid. And I feel like I am a little bit of a kid anyway, so it wasn't that difficult. But this is the the living area, and I really wanted to do like a little sectional couch, so I put the two parenthood ones together. I feel like they fit together really well, but I still wish that we just had a sectional couch. Like, it would just make everything so much easier, and I don't know why we still don't have one. Like, come on, Sims team, there are just a few things that having no qualifications in gaming and in my totally like unqualified opinion, I think that having L-shaped and U-shaped stairs and sectional couches would not be that difficult. Like, you just create the object. It'd be no different to making a normal couch and a normal set of stairs. So come on, Sims team, like, we really want this. And I mean, they've done like at least round shaped stairs before, so it can't be that difficult, right? I'm actually genuinely curious why they haven't done it yet, and it's like, I would just like to know the reason why, because I'm sure that there is a reason, and it would just be really cool to know what that is. Like, maybe it's a lot more difficult than what we all think to make, U-shaped stairs or whatever, because we've never had them in the game, so maybe it's not as easy as just creating an object. And like, why have we never had sectional couches? Inquiring minds must know. I say they must know. But anyway, I'm going so off tangent in this speed build, but that's okay. I feel like sometimes I'm all business and only talk about the speed build, and then other times I talk about like personal stuff, and then other times I just talk about random things that I want in The Sims. But you get that on this channel. Anyway, I used this lounge from the pet pack, this like purpley, I don't know what color that is, but I love it, and I really wanted to do a speed build based solely off that one couch, and I actually tried it, and I couldn't get the color scheme to work, and I ended up just like giving up, because that purple, there's not a whole lot of things that match that purple, so it was really difficult to actually do a whole speed build with that couch. But I feel like it worked in this home, because I was kind of going like, this is like a really old lounge that used to belong to like great grandma Nellie, so even though it doesn't actually match whatsoever, it's like got sentimental value and it has to stay in the family, so they kind of just like put it in the corner in the little reading nook, and that is just where it stays forever. So it makes sense in my opinion. And there I am adding plants to any empty space possible. Plants galore. I feel, again, I'm turning into a crazy plant lady, both in real life and in Sims life, because my house is full of plants as well, so there is no reason why my Sims houses shouldn't be exactly the same. This is the kind of like kiddie playroom area that I was talking about, so I just wanted to have just like a place for the kids to play games and do all that kind of stuff. It wasn't a very big room, so there there's not like a whole heap of stuff. I tried to jam in as much as possible and put like a lot of decoration to compensate for the fact that there's not a whole heap of like toys and stuff in this room, but I put their own little TV in there and all that kind of stuff. And something that I always find really hard with rooms like this, there's no windows in it, so you have to like try and decorate all 4 walls, or all 3 walls at least. And one of the walls is really large, and it's kind of like you don't want to put paintings on all the walls because that kind of looks funny, but then it also looks funny if you don't put anything on the walls. So I did have a little bit of a struggle time. That's not even a saying. I just made it one, but whatever. I did have a little bit of a struggle trying to decide exactly what to put where. But at the same time, I also felt like being a kid's play area, I could go like a little bit messy and cluttered and a little bit crazy because, I mean, what kid really knows how to decorate well? They're just kind of like, oh, I want that and I want to put it there, and they don't care about how it looks. So yeah, I like the way it turned out. I wanted it to be like cluttered and colourful, and I feel like that's exactly what I got out of the space. So yeah. By the way, I'm still saying space a lot. I am just watching way too many DIY decorating videos, and people are always like, oh, we need to fill this space, we need to fix this space, we need to find something to match this space, and now like every second word out of my mouth is space. So I do apologise, and I said this in a previous speed build. I apologise, but I'm probably not going to stop because I can't help myself. Anyway, this is the upstairs bathroom slash, I was going to say bathroom dining, bathroom laundry. So I kind of separated it with that one wall, and I wanted one side to be the toilet area, and then the other side is going to be the laundry area. And I wanted to make it super messy because you got it, guys, kids live here, right? Have you got that yet? I really like the shower that I put in there, but the only problem is I wish that we could kind of like have separate shower screen swatches, because I feel like the shower screen that I used, I wanted to have the one that had like the elephants on it because I wanted it to be really like childlike, but then that particular shower doesn't match any of the colours in this laundry. So yeah, it's like I love that shower, but can we just pick different swatches for the cover, like the cover thing for it? You know what I'm talking about? I feel like you know what I'm talking about, and I'm having a really hard time explaining it. But anyway, we're out into the living area. No, why do I keep calling all the rooms the wrong rooms? We're out into the balcony area now, and I'm just changing all the wallpaper because I really hated the one that they used on the apartment. I didn't think it suited anything. It was awful. I really don't like it. I still wish that we could build our own apartments, but it's just not a thing. So I used to actually live in an apartment, and I feel like probably most people who have lived in apartments would feel the same way. But you don't have a garden, you have a balcony, and you try and make it as like garden-like as possible. So I put these little like planters and things on the wall just to try and make it look like, hey, you know, we do have plants on our you know, balcony. Apartments are weird. I feel like, you know, you get them because you're like, I want low maintenance and I don't want a garden, and then you get this balcony and you're like, oh, I low-key want a garden, and then you just fill the balcony with plants anyway. So I don't know, that was my experience with having an apartment, but I don't know if you guys feel the same or not. Yeah, and I also did that thing with the clothesline, so it kind of looked like one of those hanging clotheslines that come off the side of the house. You know, the ones where, like, you kind of, like, attach it to the side of the wall? Yeah, I'm having a real hard time explaining things today. I feel like this is going to be my last voiceover, because I've done 2 so far, and I'm like, words are not my friend today. Not my friend at all. I think I need to go and eat some cookies and play some WoW, honestly. That's like my mood right now. Especially eating the cookies. Yeah, anyway guys, I'm actually probably going to leave this voiceover here just simply because my husband just got home and he's about to walk in the door, and I don't like doing these while he is listening. So I'll leave you with some music, and thank you all so much for watching. I hope to catch you all in the next video. Bye everybody!
I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong, but life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go, we're better off tomorrow, but who knows if we get joy or sorrow. Ooh. Stay true to that fire in your heart and your soul. Don't drench your desire in what you can't control. We fly, try so hard to get there, and we might be lost but not forever. There's things in life you simply need to know about sun and rain and trust and letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end. Don't say you're ridiculous, you're not even close. Don't wish for indifference, you're not one of those. We fall, but we always rise up through it all, it all. We get a little wiser. There's things in life you simply need to know, but sun and rain and trust and letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end. And if you ever wonder, there is nothing wrong with a little thunder. There's things in life you simply need to know about sun and rain and trust and letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering before you make it safely to the end, the end. There's things in life you simply need to know about sun and rain and trust and letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering before you make it safely to the end. Before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end.
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? Will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes me go crazy. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions. Get to know you